Hi, this is Ryan Neal from the USA offices of Neal's Saddlery and Harness, CowBoy sewing machines, and high-tech sewing machines. Today we're going to do a little video on some of the operational adjustments for our 7360 patching machine. Our 7360 patching machine is one of our newest machines that we have here at CowBoy, and we're extremely proud of it. We believe the quality of this machine is much, much better than the machines that are coming out of Europe. So I want to talk about some of the adjustment features that we have on this machine. We'll start on this side, move our way forward. So what we have right here is the large wheel that powers the machine. And you can see when I'm turning the wheel, you can see the mechanism on the machine is operating. There is a disengagement function on this wheel that allows us to disengage the wheel from the drive mechanism of the machine simply by pulling out this knob and twisting it just a little bit, so that the nipple no longer engages in this hole. As you can see, there's a nipple that engages in this hole right here. We've just pulled it out and twisted the nipple to the side so it no longer engages, and you can see the wheel free spins very easily. This function comes in very handy when we're utilizing our bobbin winder mechanism on the machine. So this will allow the wheel to spin freely without running the drive mechanism on the machine, which in turn makes it so that you're not actually operating the mechanism while you're winding the bobbin. Now, to re-engage this, we simply take the nipple and we twist it so that it falls back into the hole, and then we complete a partial rotation of the wheel that locks this small wheel in place, and then we can see the mechanism of the machine continues to turn. So that shows how we can disengage the flywheel from the drive mechanism of the machine. The next thing that we're going to talk about is the stitch length adjuster, which is right here. Now, I'm going to see if our camera can get a view. What we have here is a graduated scale on the back of this part right here, on the top of this part right here, and then we have a small hash that's attached to this lever right here. So by lowering this lever, we can see that the numbers on this scale go from 6, which is over here, all the way over to 1, which is back here. By lowering this lever, where we will actually get a smaller stitch, by raising the lever, we will get a bigger stitch. Now, you don't want to raise the lever all the way up to its highest position, because at that point, the mechanism will deliver a smaller stitch. So you want to make sure that this hash stays in line with the scale behind it, 6 being the biggest stitch, number 1 being the smallest stitch. So I'm going to go ahead and position this back to the number 6 position, and we simply tighten that knob to secure everything into place. Now, the next thing that I would like to discuss is the 360-degree rotation of this presser foot. This presser foot will allow 360-degree rotation so that you can not have to manipulate the work to sew in different directions. That in fact, you can keep the work in a stationary position, simply rotate the presser foot, and it will take off sewing that direction. Or if we wanted to sew towards the rear of the piece, it will sew in that direction. Or if we wanted to sew to the right of the piece, it will sew that direction. But we do not have to manipulate the material. The presser foot will change directions, allowing you to sew in different directions. So in order to lock this mechanism, we simply tighten this knob up here. That freezes the mechanism, makes it impossible for it to rotate one way or another. And then, of course, if we want it to be free to allow us to rotate in different directions, we simply loosen this knob. So tightening the knob locks the mechanism, loosening the knob allows it to rotate freely. So now I'm going to turn the machine around so that we can see a couple more adjustment points that we have on the rear of the machine. The first thing I'd like to talk about is our presser foot tension adjuster knob, which is right here. This has a lock nut which you must loosen before making the adjustment. By tightening this knob, we're going to be increasing the amount of presser foot tension. Then the presser foot tension would be the amount of pressure by which the presser foot squeezes down on the work. So tightening will increase presser foot tension, loosening will decrease presser foot tension. And then once you have this set the way you want it, you go ahead and tighten up this little set knob right here. and then that holds everything in a frozen position so you don't have to worry about it drifting while you're sewing. Now the next thing we'd like to talk about is this, and what this does is it raises the height by which the presser foot lifts up. So I'm going to do a demonstration here. As I turn this machine, you can see that this presser foot rises a prescribed distance, okay? Then it sets back down. Again, the presser foot rises, and then it sets back down. By adjusting this assembly, we can change the height by which the presser foot walks. So by loosening this knob and moving this assembly this direction, we'll actually get a lower height, a lower rise in the presser foot. And by bringing the knob back to the original position, we'll get a higher rise in the presser foot assembly. Now, when you loosen this knob, be careful because this thing can slide around relatively freely. We want to make sure that it's in this exact orientation with the knob facing out, because this knob can turn and twist and slide around, and then of course this block would not be in the right position to apply the adjustment. So we want to make sure that this knob always faces this direction, and then we can move the whole slide from forwards to backwards across this bar. Remember, moving it this way will give you a lower rise on the presser foot. Moving it that way will give you a higher rise on the presser foot. So these are some of the major adjustment features that we have on the 7360 patching machine. Again, we at CowBoy are extremely proud of this machine. We think it is an excellent and well-built machine, much better than even its European counterparts. If you have any additional questions about the 7360, please give us a call directly. My name is Ryan Neal from the USA offices of Neal's Saddlery and Harness, CowBoy Sewing Machines, and High Tech Sewing Machines. And you can reach me at area code 330-692-1418. Thank you.